Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the Akim that are teaching this word. Shalom Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash. Now, as you can see here, this is a video, it's like a YouTube short uploaded by one of the brothers here that, uploads, clips in Israel, right? And I saw this and I was thinking to myself, pretty much Babylon is hell, man. And this is stuff we say, we say it pretty much every week when we out there teaching that, you got places in America, which is Babylon the Great is America, and you got places out there that look like third world countries, man. You got some communities, the people, the Jakes that be living in America, some of the communities look like third world countries, man. We always mention like Baton Rouge and all these ghettos, man, that look like third worlds, man. New Orleans, all right, no electricity, look basically like shanty towns, man. And this is a brother uploaded this, and it just made me think that, and he even put it on the bottom here, the greatest country in the world, they say, all right. And it said side of the highway in Oakland, California, looks a third world country. So I'm gonna play this here, and it does. That looks like hell, man. So and that's in a lot of places in America, which is Babylon the Great. See that image of America being, or Babylon being, that golden city where you got to go to make it. The Lord's destroyed that. He's destroyed it. It's filled with drugs, crime, poverty, So I'm gonna play this here. Look at this place, man. It's just hell, man. Hell on earth. I mean, it's ridiculous, man. This is in Oakland, California, but there's plenty of places like this. And this is meant to be the beacon of the world, right? America, Babylon the Great, America, which is the beacon of the planet, right? All right, the most corrupt place, all right, in the world, man. And now you see, if you wanna go to America now, you gotta be, pretty much off your head, man. Hey, you got third world countries, so-called third world countries that have got better living standards than that, man. That's just hell on earth, man. So this is Ezekiel 24. So it ain't that golden city that it once was, all right? This is Ezekiel 24:6. Wherefore thus saith the Lord power, woe to the bloody city, to the pot whose scum is therein. Yeah, that's talking about America. The bloody city is America, because the same way that place was built, all right, through bitterness, the Lord's bringing it down, man. The fact that you've got cities in America that look like basically third world countries, that's the Lord bringing the place down. Because I'm pretty sure 70, 80 years ago, 100 years ago, these places didn't look like that. This is the sign of the Lord bringing down the Edomites, all right, or bringing down Esau, right? That's a sign that the Lord's bringing down Esau. Okay, so wherefore thus saith the Lord power, woe to the bloody city, to the pot whose scum is therein, and whose scum is not gone out of it. Bring it out piece by piece. Let no lot fall upon it. For her blood is in the midst of her. She said, well, that's the point pretty much. All right. The Lord referred to it as a pot whose scum is therein. So just imagine imagine like a pot of food with just a pot of food of whatever, rice, chicken, whatever it is, that's just been there for months, years on end, just rotting away. That pot has just got all that scum in it. That's America, man. That's the symbology of America, which is Babylon. Over the years, it's just decayed. And that's a sign of the ending of Rome. All right, it's decaying, man. And that was what was happening in Rome, in the ancient Roman Empire. Because they were so spread thin throughout their various battles, they wasn't taking care of Rome itself. So Rome was dilapidating. All right, the streets were cracking and all that. They weren't paving the roads properly. There was no money going into it. It's the same with America. America, which is the modern day warmonger of the planet, is all over the world, but its own country and own citizens are suffering. So it's decayed, It's decayed. So as the Lord said here, it says, to the pot whose scum is therein and whose scum is not gone out of it, bring it out piece by piece. Let no lot fall upon it. Yeah, it's a place filled with scum, man. Okay, that's America. All right, that's Babylon, man. This is Jeremiah. I'll read this right. Jeremiah 51 and 7. Jeremiah 51 and 7. It says, Jeremiah 51 and 7, it says, Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine. Therefore, the nations are mad. This is talking about America. Basically, it's policies in the planet. All right. It's policies in the planet, pretty much. Everyone it's been a golden cup. So it was a time where it was exalted. All right. And it said, and I've made all the earth drunken. It's made the world drunk with its philosophies, man. Democracy, women's liberation, abortions. There's everywhere in the planet has adopted the philosophies, but they've basically been drunk pretty much. Like even over in Ireland a couple years back, I think it's like 3 years ago, they legalized like abortion. And there was a lot of the people in Ireland that wasn't with it. And then a lot of people that were with it, these new age feminists and all that, they were with it. And obviously they legalized it. But that was like, obviously years in the making. But it just goes to show you, even countries like Ireland, for example, that are so-called strong Catholics and stuff like that, don't believe in abortion. Eventually they cracked. They got drunk to the point where their government eventually said, okay, cool, we're going to legalize that also. So the whole earth has been made drunken, man. In parts of Arabia, you've got all kind of freakism going on. Because why? They've drunken the flow. You say parts of Arabia, Dubai. Dubai is an example of that. Dubai is nothing but like a Las Vegas of the Middle East. It's a Las Vegas of the Middle East, a place to have debauchery. So it says, Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine. Therefore, the nations are mad. All right. And yeah, now the nations are mad pretty much. All right. Now the nations are mad. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her. Take balm for her pain. If so be, she may be healed. Yeah. Take balm for her pain. If so be, she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Yeah, it can't be healed. All right. It's on a rapid decline, and there's no bringing America back to its, former glory. All right. That's done. Everyone's mad at her. The Japanese, the Ethiopians, the Chinese, the Filipinos, the Thais. Everyone's mad at, Thailand. Thailand's another place. The cities of Thailand. All right. The cities of Thailand are flooded with what? Like what's the Bangkok. That's nothing but flooded by Edomites and, all kind of debauchery goes on there. Transsexuality, LGBTQ, all kind of shit. It's a place to go to while out pretty much. And I'm sure there's some of those traditional Thais are like fed up with stuff like that. The traditional Thais, they're fed up with all these foreigners in their country and stuff. All these Edomites polluting the land there. They're fed up with it. I'm sure more the traditional people are fed up with that because it's in the scriptures. The nations are mad, man. You see? So it says, Babylon is... I'll read it. So it said, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go, everyone, into his own country. Exactly. So the people that live in America of the other nations, whether they're Chinese, Japanese, East Indian, Ethiopian, Somalian, whatever it is, they're going to go back to their own countries. Indians. They're going to go back to their own East Indians. So it says, let us everyone in, it says, we would have healed Babylon, but she's not healed. Forsake her. Let us go, everyone, into his own country. Exactly. So, because all these nations, they go to America also, the citizens of these nations, to build a better life. But now look at the way the country is. Poverty is at all-time high. Crime is everywhere. So the way these nations are thinking, the nations that's over there, that, are considered Americans and whatnot, they call themselves Americans. And that's another thing too. You can be from anywhere in the world. If you go to America and get a citizenship, you could be a Moabite, go to America, become an American. It's just an amalgamation of all the nations, man. Which is Babylon, a land of confusion. But the point is, they're going to go back to their lands pretty much. All right. Because America has pretty much become a third world country now. They're better off amongst their own race of people. So it says, to his own, it says, let us go everyone into his own country, for her judgment reacheth unto heaven and lifteth up even to the skies. And that's the judgment of America. The judgment of America is reached up unto the heavens, meaning the Lord, that's why the Lord's he's plaguing America, Babylon, the way that's the plagues of Egypt, man, making it look like a third world country. The economy's gone to shit. There's just people just breaking the law, the commandments of the scriptures everywhere you go. The wickedness of man is great. Wickedness of women is great. So the Lord's plaguing it, man. It said, for her judgment reacheth unto heaven and is lifted up to the skies. All right. So the Lord is that the judgment of America is into the heavens, man. The Lord's getting ready, just about ready to bring that great judgment day upon it. The Lord have brought forth our righteousness. Come and let us declare in Zion the work of the Lord. Make bright the arrows, gather the shields. The Lord have raised up the spirit of the kings of the Medes. For his device is against Babylon to destroy it. Because it is the vengeance of the Lord and the vengeance of his temple. Yeah, so the Lord's getting ready to pretty much destroy America, Babylon the Great, all right? So I'm going to read this one here. I'm going to read this one here. This is Revelation 18:21. Yeah, and he's doing it, man. The Lord is doing it. And you can see it physically. You can see the destructions coming. Before the nuclear missiles come, which is arrows, the Lord is physically showing you the decay of the place. All right? When you see a decay in a society, the morality of a kingdom is low. All right? The morals of the people, they are low. Society itself is just, the infrastructure of the place is rotting away. That's the signs of the end of an age, end of a society. So this is Revelation 18:21. A mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, Thus with violence shall that great city. Oh, Salakia. So it says, and a mighty angel, Revelation 18:21, and a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, Thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down and shall be found no more at all. And that's the nuclear missiles, the judgment day. All right. Because in the end of all, the decline of America, the climax of it is that it's going to be nuked in this third world war that's coming. All right. Between Russia, America, between all the nations, the World War III. Everyone's going to turn on America. All the nations, its allies, right? Its enemies, they're all going to turn on it and nuke it. So thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down and shall be found no more at all. All right? And things like this, man, you see the images like this, it just shows you this, it's done, man. Look at this, man. This place is done. You've got to live with the people. There's people living in conditions like this. Hey, so with that, I'm just going to say all praises unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rucha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the Akim that are teaching this word. Shalom, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rucha Kodash. Shalom, Shalom.